Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how I made this like little tapioca dango type stacking squishy. I love cake pop squishies at the moment. I've been making a ton of them on my channel and I'm sure you haven't seen one like this on my channel because I've never made like a 3-stack one, and I thought I would do the tapioca from Sumikko gurashi, as I know that there is a squishy very similar to this on the market. I don't actually have it, but I thought I would make a DIY version today. So I hope you're all enjoying my videos. I'm still going on strong, still doing daily uploads. I know some of you are sad to see the end of Paper Squishy Week from last week, but this week we're still going to do some. We're going to throw in the normal squishy videos as well. So yeah, I thought this would be a fun one to start off with this week, and hopefully you enjoy it. So I hope you're staying at home, staying safe, staying healthy as much as possible, and enjoy the tutorial on how I made this little tapioca dango stacked cake pop style squishy. So yeah, I'm just going to get straight on into it and squish it at the end.
So to make the actual base of the cake pop squishies, what I'm using are foam balls. These are like ones for magic tricks. I just typed in like magic trick red foam balls on eBay and bought a load a while ago when I was making my cake pop ones in Halloween. I ended up buying a whole load, so I actually ended up having still loads, so there's that. That's why I have so many foam balls. So what I did was I cut like the tops off of 2 and then the top and the bottom off of another one, and I ended up putting them onto a cake pop stick. This is actually a real cake pop stick just from the baking section in Sainsbury's. I ended up using a skewer just to stab some holes in it and then like be able to put them over it. So I put 3 on there, cut the stick down to size, and then I just glued them into place using some Fabri-Tac glue. This is a glue I always recommend for squishies as it like grabs almost instantly and then dries flexible as well, and it doesn't leave like hard spots kind of like super glue or hot glue does, so I always recommend that one. I get it from Amazon and it was really cheap, so I'll leave a link to that down in the description. What I then did was I left that glue to dry for around about 10 minutes just so it kind of set, and then I added a kind of layer of puffy paint mixture, and then I layered that up until I had 3 coats of the white in total, letting it dry in between each layer. So my puffy paint mixture is usually just puffy paint, PVA glue, and then a little bit of acrylic paint to tint it if I want to change the colour of it a little bit, and I just make that up just randomly, no measurements, anything like that, just as it goes. I painted the whole thing in a pastel yellow, then painted on a pastel pink at the top and then a pastel blue down at the bottom to make the different colours for the tapioca, just leaving that to dry in between each layer again so that it doesn't smear anything. So in the end I ended up with around about 5 layers of paint on each of the kind of sections. Once I had the colours all done and dry, nice and opaque and everything, I just painted on the details using a dotting tool. So I put on the tapioca's faces and then their little arms and legs, as you can see here, just using one of the small kind of ends of a dotting tool and some puffy paint just squirted out on a piece of paper just so that I could, you know, get my dotting tool just very neatly into it. I did all of the faces and arms to begin with, flipped it over and then put their legs on the back just facing the opposite direction. Once all of that was dry, I then added a piece of ribbon to the bottom just to kind of finish it off. I just used this candy striped ribbon, cut the ends off and then sealed in those ends using a lighter just to make sure that it doesn't fray.
Okay, so I have just tied this bow on there on the bottom just to kind of finish it off. I absolutely love that. Like, look at this ribbon. It's like a gorgeous kind of pink and white striped cotton ribbon. I just love it. I sealed in the ends just using a lighter just to make sure that it doesn't fray. And other than that, that is where I'm going to finish it. I was going to put some wrapper on it, like a clear packaging, but I decided against it. I just like it the way it is. Love the kind of colours of the tapioca. They are my favourite little things in the world. I have all the like the little mini plushes and I absolutely love them. I did post a picture on my Instagram a few days ago now, so if you don't follow me on there, I highly suggest you do. So yeah, I painted on the little details here and I also painted on their little feet on the back. Just, I think it's adorable. I absolutely love it. Squishiness wise of it, it is great. Look at this. It's so slow, like so slow. It's so soft. Can we see this? I'm getting impatient. Hear all that air? Look at that. This is because of all the layers of paint they actually put on. because it obviously traps the air in. If you want to be a little bit faster rising, I don't, I like my squishies nice and slow. You kind of stab some pins in it, make some more air holes so that the air can come in and out easier and quicker, that sort of stuff. But as you can see, it rises back just fabulously, and just, I love it. Like, listen to all that air. I love the pastel colours. I love the sumikko gurashi faces on it. I think this is probably one of my favourite ones that I've made in a while, because it just suits like what I love so much. Like the faces, the pastel colours is just my type of aesthetic. I love the little candy stripes down there as well. Just love that. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you do end up making it, then please do be sure to tag me on Instagram. I will repost you on my stories and that sort of stuff. If you like tag me correctly, then I'm able to like repost rather than like, you know, having to do whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to like put you onto my stories by adding your story to my story and then like your post to my post. So be sure to actually tag me in the picture rather than just putting my name in it, so, because then I can't really post it, you know. So yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed today's video, and I will see you tomorrow for another one. Bye.